how'd you get here?
Oh, we finally did it. We're moving on. Dude, I wonder how narrative heavy this episode is gonna be, because you never really know with this story, bro. I feel like with the hero story, you would get 2 cutscenes max, and they'd be like, now go play a Knuckles level. But this one, it's like, it shows you Maria getting her head blown off. Like, there's a lot of... In-game, by the way, guys. In-game, YouTube, don't. I'm gonna get money, YouTube, I need money. But, you know, you get all this crazy narrative exposition, and that's fun in its own way. Why are we seeing so much about Hero right now, bruh? Why are we seeing so much from the hero side of things? I want to see Shadow doing cool stuff. I want to see him doing backflips, and I want to see him doing his cool little levels. That's all I want. All I want is to see Shadow do his cute little things. By the way, I was talking about the year of Shadow, fearless year of bullshit, because they're not actually doing anything. But I did forget one small thing, guys. Forgot one small thing. They did put a Shadow, quote-unquote, Shadow skin in Superstars. So... we got that. Okay, real talk. Real talk. I know that there were a lot of people that were kind of upset that it wasn't actually a classic Shadow skin. His pupils are not. Yo, someone save this boy. Sonic's fucked up. But I know some people were actually mad that Sonic or Shadow didn't get his own little skin, whatever. And it was just Sonic in a Shadow costume. I don't really understand that. Maybe it stems from the fact that, like, the fearless year of Shadow kind of hasn't gotten anything. So when it turns out that it's just a skin of Shadow for Sonic, it, like, pissed some people off. This boss fight went so much faster in the cutscene than it went in-game, bro. What? No! What the fuck did I just watch? What did I just watch, bro? Okay, this is why we needed it. That's... you know what? That's kind of cute in its own way. I like that, actually. I like that. That was a very fun way to kind of toss... I don't know what I just did there. To toss you into this boss fight and give you, like, a reason for doing it as Eggman. That's cute in its own way. Can you... by the way, oh my god, this only happened recently. But discourse for this game has popped up all over again on my timeline for Twitter. I need to delete that fucking app, bruh. that shit needs to get off my goddamn PC. It needs to get off my... I didn't know you could die there that easily. Wow, it needs to get off my phone. But discourse has started all over again. That very much, like, it resembles the discourse that kind of came from the early 2010s Sonic YouTube video type deals, where it was like the hater ass people that were like, Sonic Adventure 2 was never good. This is why yada yada yada, and it's all like issues that are in this PC port of the game that didn't exist in the original. And then there's it's just a lot of that. It's a lot of that. I feel like people don't fully understand the fact that they're just judging a bad port of the game rather than a bad game, period. You know, and to be fair, there's still something to be said about the fact that this is the only readily available port of this game. You're not going to find something that really mirrors the Dreamcast version. It's all this. It's always this. And, you know, there's issues with that in and of itself, but that's more so like a Sega, what the fuck are you doing kind of issue, more so than Sonic Adventure 2 as a game sucks. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle might suck. I don't think that's the case either. I think I've seen a lot of discourse about, like, oh, well, the game controls like shit. And, you know, I was made aware of that fact through, like, YouTube comment sections where apparently it controls better in the Dreamcast version. But also, I don't really think this game controls too bad. Like, from time to time, depending on the circumstances of what it's asking you to do, yeah, I might be able to see that. But realistically, at the end of the day, I think it turned out pretty well. I feel like for a game that is, what, 20-some years old now? 23, I think? Like, this game controls pretty fucking good for a 23-year-old game. You know, a lot of people kind of associate this game with the GameCube era of gaming, when you had games like Mario Sunshine, and that's the only 3D platform I can really think of that relates to that era right now, but we'll come up with other ones later. But, like, I don't know. This feels more so closer to N64 for me. I don't actually know how true that is, because this came out like, what, late 2000s? Not late 2000s, early 2000s. I'm gonna look this shit up, bro. SA2 release, SA2, yeah, let's just do base SA2 release date, right? That was 2001, right? And then Mario Sunshine release date. Please don't give me a Rouge level. Fuck, no! This is the one people have been telling me to... Okay. People have been telling me to clench my asshole for this stage. I am not ready at all. I'm really not. Also, everything I was saying was apparently bullshit. Mario Sunshine came out a year after this game. So they are actually in a relatively comparable amount of time, but this release being bad is still something that I think is worth discussing and worth using as kind of like a, I don't know, a way to kind of, you know, protect this game a little bit. Don't touch my son like that or whatever. Well, maybe I'm not saying it like that again, but you get the idea, right? You get the idea. Like, leave my little boy alone type beat. But I don't know. I think that for... Okay. Thanks for that one, bud. I think that for at least, like, base Adventure and then Mario 64, I think are a more comparable thing to compare than a lot of the other things that people compare this shit to, these type of games to. Does that make sense? Like, Adventure and Adventure 2 kind of feel like they came out in this weird in-between era with the GameCube and the N64 that was, like, kind of trying to find its footing. What the fuck am I doing, Bree? So, okay, so this is the shit people always bring up when they're like, actually, Mad Space did this before Mario Galaxy. So, Mario Galaxy is just trying to copy Sonic Adventure 2. Alright. I can see why people hate this shit. What the fuck is this, bro? Okay. So, I don't know if you guys remember this. Flashback! Boom! Flashbang, flashback. I really fucking hated the way that Sonic controlled when he switched gravity in one of his final stages, Crazy Gadget. And this is worse. Like, they did not know what they were fucking cooking here, bro. They had no clue. How do I get off this planet, bro? Yeah, I can figure that out. So you need to find switches to move you to other planets. Okay, and we're gonna have to move back and forth pretty consistently, is what I'm getting from this. Because we can't just find shit when we're on that planet, bro. We gotta find shit in the order it wants us to find shit. I can see why specifically for this stage it might annoy people. Okay, that one wasn't that bad. We found that one. I can see why specifically for this stage that might annoy the shit out of people. But, I don't know. Like, so far it hasn't been too bad, but I guess that's because a lot of the stages have been very confined, whereas this one is more open-ended. There's a lot of leeway to just fuck shit up really badly. Let's see what it's gonna tell me here. What the fuck what does that mean? Okay. Guys. This game's, you know, every once in a while a little silly, a little goofy, even, and I'm not loving what it's putting down. So there's nothing here. I was told that it is much better to rely on the radar than the hints, because, you know, generally it'll just show you the right direction, so just wander around for a fuck ton of time, and then, you know, something will kind of lock into place and it'll make things a little easier. Where are the other... Okay, so there's this over here. So let's just glide around, try to figure it out. We've already been on that one, and nothing happened. So there are only, what, two? Two planets? Is what it looks like? Yes, no, maybe so, but I'm not getting a ping, bro. What the fuck? Okay, let's go over this way. I think we're just gonna have to keep kind of, like, moving. Don't tell me there's a bottomless pit. I'm actually gonna lose. Oh, my... Wait, it's back on this? Okay. I don't know why it wasn't pinging me for that shit, bro. I don't get it, but that's alright. It's times like these where it's just like, oh, man. I really wish this shit worked normally rather than how it actually works right now. So what do I... Okay, what's the place I should go? It's saying, like, right here. It's getting a little ping. Not in here. Let's go find... Okay, let's go find a switch. Let's break all this shit. Find a switch here. Let's, okay. We'll figure it out. Sure, go up. That's fine. Just don't put me in the atmosphere of that thing. Whoa, dude. That shit took me flying. Alright, so, like... Let's float around a little bit. So, it was like... It's down low. It's definitely down low. Over here... Okay, so... What the fuck? Okay, here. It's gotta be down here. Oh, there it is. Beautiful. Magic. I didn't know there was a lower section. And now... Let's look one more time. So, okay, I'm gonna go back a little bit in my little drama lore, whatever the fuck. So some of the drama shit I've been seeing is a lot of people saying that SA2 is actually always dog shit and has been forever, or whatever, like shit like that. And a lot of the people that are saying that are like really bad at the game. All right, Rouge. Like, okay, and at the end of the day, that kind of comes down to, I think, the skill issue argument again, which, you know, TLDR, not to get into the weeds of that, but I fucking hate that argument. Like, that argument is just dog shit, and the skill issue argument is, it just doesn't work. Like, people can, like, not enjoy a stage or a game or whatever, even if they're bad at it. You know, because skills kind of have nothing to do with someone's enjoyment of something. Why the fuck would they want to, you know, sit down and try to experience a bunch of fucking bullshit when they don't like it, they think it's bullshit, yada yada yada, whatever, all that shit, right? I think it's completely fair to not like something even if you're bad at it. Where is this shit? You cannot be sitting here and telling me it's right here. You're lying to me. It's in one of these, bro. Okay. It's right here. Are we good? Did we... Oh my god, we locked in, we made it work. Oh, yeah, it wasn't awful. I've played worse, right? That maybe the worst stage, the worst treasure hunting stage in the game. Maybe. It wasn't fun.
Too much time.
But, like, I don't know. Anyways, what I was saying, like, the drama shit, it kind of revolved around a lot of people disregarding a lot of these statements based on, like, holy fuck, you're dog shit at this game. Like, that's crazy. You didn't have a fun time because you didn't fucking try. And, okay, this is a very nuanced conversation, and I think there's a lot of different ways you can take this. I think saying skill issue is kind of bullshit. And it's a bullshit way to go about disregarding someone's opinion on a game. I fucking hate that shit. I hate that shit so much. But also, you can just not fucking try, right? And it's really hard to make that distinction if someone's actually just bad at something, like genuinely just bad at it. They're like giving it their all, but they're just fucking dog shit no matter how hard they try, versus they're not trying, right? But sometimes I feel like if you actually watch someone's gameplay, you can tell that they didn't want to like the game and they didn't try to like the game at all. And the result of that is gameplay that just kind of shows them falling apart because they're fucking around with shit that no one who was actually attempting to play the game would try. Like, good example of what I'm trying to say. What if you run backwards in the truck section in fucking a City Escape? You shouldn't do that. No one casually playing would do that unless they wanted to see if it would kill you. So blaming the game if there's jank when you actively go against the flow of the game, like, that's just not trying. That's just not fucking trying. That type of deal. It's a very hard kind of, like, barrier to cross, and I think it does, you know, edge on that skill issue conversation. But from what I've seen, a lot of the people that are complaining about these, like, I don't know, glitches or the game not feeling even remotely good to control, which I think is kind of bullshit, I don't think really tried. Like, you can sit down, you can learn a lot of these systems, and the game functions just fine. Anyone who says this game is a buggy, broken mess, even on the PC port, is kind of crazy. There are things that don't work, but they are never going to affect the casual experience of the game, in my personal opinion. Now, there might... Look, you may be able to find examples of that not being the case, but from what I've seen from my relatively extensive playthrough of this so far, I think there's a level of people just not trying, or people having self-fulfilling prophecies about this game that are kind of trying to lock themselves into this. It's bad, bro. It's always been bad. It's always been bad, and I played it, and I saw it, and it was bad. Like, there's some self-fulfilling prophecy shit going on there. But anyways, I thought that'd be fun to bring up, because it's the 2010 content again, bro. It's the 2010, like, pro Jared, like, SA2 is dog shit, and then everyone who has never played the game is starting to parrot those opinions. That type of deal. It's kind of that all over again. And it kind of sparked from someone making fun of that mentality, and then, you know, the people that continued talking shit about Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 reinforced everything that people were saying that was like the origin of this conversation. It was just a whole lot of bullshit. And if I actually kind of deleted Twitter for like 4 to 5 days because of it, but whatever. Well, I'm just gonna call it here. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. We'll get to the next level whenever, bro. It's so cutscene heavy. It's so cutscene heavy. We're gonna have another Eggman stage, and I'm gonna sit there, and I'm gonna grind my teeth, and I'm gonna wait and pray for times where we can play Shadow again, because his last stage was so fucking fire. I miss Shadow. I love him. I want him deep, carnally, a lot. Probably things I can't say online if I don't want to get content claim ID'd or whatever. Dude, the YouTube monetization system is fucked. You can't say shit in this house without them being like, you sweared. Amazon's not gonna want to put their shit on there, even though they sell dildos and shit. They're not gonna put their thing on there. Whatever. Okay, well, I think I'm calling it, bro. I genuinely whatever. Next episode, we'll keep going. Holy fuck.